I'm Gordon Briggs, PhD candidate from the School of I-Arts at Ohio University.
My name's Max Talene, MA student in film at Ohio University, and you're watching Real Time. Doris Dury's film Cherry Blossoms is about an elderly German woman who has just discovered that her husband is dying. A revelation which triggers a meandering but well-observed journey that ends at the foot of Mount Fuji. It's a nuanced and majestic film, but I should underline, not for the impatient moviegoer.
To me, this is a very difficult film to review because every fiber of film critic in me wants to praise the acting, wants to praise the direction, the way the film was shot. The story unfolds in a very interesting way. But the film viewer in me was kind of frustrated by just how static the film was at points. I don't want to use the word slow because that implies speed. Watching the film, I was just kind of disheartened at the difference between how the story was shot and how the story was told. Don't you think that there are parts in this movie where you know exactly not where the story was going, but you knew what idea they were trying to convey, that life is fleeting, just like the cherry blossoms.
This film, Cherry Blossoms, feels more like it happened, which I think explains the lack of conflict from moment to moment and the occasional meandering structure.
But my problem is I have a rule. If you want to make a poem about how boring life is, you don't write a boring poem.
Right, that's true. That's
so
true. No, I agree.
If you want to make a movie about how sort of random, fleeting life is, you don't make a random, fleeting film. I think that every shot in this movie wants to mean something, but not every shot is invested with my involvement. So what you end up with some beautiful calendar art. You end up with beautiful looking poses, beautiful looking shots, beautifully done dances, but there's no emotional investment in that because the movie has no conflict. Nothing is at stake.
Gordon.
Max.
Gordon.
Max.
What's at stake is this comprehension of beauty. And what's at stake is opening up, I can't believe I'm saying this, is opening up a meditative space for the audience.
But I think that there is a difference between a movie that is made to inspire a meditative state and a film that is meditative. I don't want to look at someone meditating. Okay. Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. But if you can sit and give this film the time it needs, it's a richly rewarding experience. Even if it's not always compelling, even if occasionally it does fall into a hackneyed or not terribly nuanced characterization, even if you think you know where this film is going, and even if you do guess where the film is going, it really doesn't matter because there are enough beautiful moments for it to be a film worth watching and worth remembering. The world's going to move on. I know that. I know that. This film will play for a brief period of time, and the world will move on, and there will be another remake of Paul Blart Mall Cop, and everybody will forget about Cherry Blossoms. But the world shouldn't forget about movies like this because they are beautiful, and they fulfill a certain function, and they get down to a certain desire within every human's heart, I think, a desire to understand what it means to be human.
Absolutely.
And you don't have to have massive conflict or even small conflict necessarily to get at that question.
I think the destination of the film is admirable. My complaint is with the length of the journey. Cherry Blossoms is playing this week at the Athena.
Thank you for watching Real Time. All right, so I guess we agree to disagree on this one. And you're telling us to go out there.